Hello again, and we're back with this IBM PS2 model 56486 SLC2. In previous videos, I have added the SCSI2 SD adapter, put it outside the machine, put in a PS2 MCA sound card, the Snark Barker in here. Played around with a few OSs. You're not going to see that, but I have one of them is Windows DOS 3.11, DOS 6.22, and Windows 3.11, Windows 95. And actually, in a response to one of my comments, I did change the VGA adapter driver, and I was able to get 1024 by 768. So that was nice. Thank you to whoever made that suggestion. That worked out fine. So as you see, these two are actually out. So there's the DOS and then there's Windows 95. Windows 95, I couldn't get sound working. It would try to probably, what it seems like it was doing is it initialized the joystick port, which conflicts with the SCSI adapter on here. So there was, I don't know what's up with that. So what is actually in this machine right now? Well, it's another 2 gig card and playing around with Windows NT4. So without further ado, this will actually take a while to boot. But I'm not going to cut away from it. So it's just a pretty long process. But so this is going to be, I don't know, it's not a series because it's just another fun thing to do with this PS2 Model 56, and I'm just biding my time here. Oh, I mean, I've changed some of the setup around so it makes more sense, and oh yeah, I can actually talk about this too. That this PS2 oh, I don't know. I thought I changed that to 5 seconds, but it has a strain. Like it's not even just this computer; it's some of my other computers too. It doesn't. Some of them like certain KVMs. Some of them don't like certain KVMs. Here we go. Microsoft Windows NT4, you freaking thing. 16 megs of memory, that's as much as you can put on here. So finding what KVMs work with what machines is an issue for me sometimes. So there's 8 machines down here. There's another machine up there for testing, and I did clean off my workbench a bit. But there's another KVM up there for for any machines that I have down here that are temporary. But these should make sense that all 8 of them are actually connecting to at least the monitor. The keyboards are a different story because, well, obviously the AT&T is going to have a different keyboard and a different mouse. But here we go. All right, here's Windows NT Workstation 4.0. I need to, well, I'm going to try installing let's see. I haven't logged in as this. Actually, I'll just use this. But yeah, 6.0 Workstation 6.0 6 Workstation 4.0 Service Pack 6A. Yes, I want to try that out. I don't know if anything will break because what is that? What is that? Yes. So the Snark Barker actually works in Windows NT4 on the PS2. I mean, it wasn't automatically detected. I had to manually go in and add the device. And look at how this is really, really slow. I had Windows NT4 on this machine before, when I was, I don't know, when I was living with my parents still. So yeah, it's been a while since I actually used Windows NT4 on here, but you know, I don't know. I could have sworn it was faster than what it's actually doing now. But it is kind of funny that the sound is definitely working in NT. So I don't recall if I have ever seen anything online saying that it does or does not work. So maybe I am the first one to do it. Probably not. I mean, you'd think, you know, it's an OS to try out. But so in order to get it working, I mean, it was just a matter of, I mean, there is no device manager in Windows NT 4.0. You know, there's separate, you know, in network, that's where the drivers are for the network, and multimedia, that's where the drivers are for the, so Sound Blaster Playback, and in my devices, I do have audio for Creative Lab, Sound Blaster 1.x Pro and 16. Set to IRQ 220, interrupt 5, DMA 1. I don't know, I didn't have to specify a DMA, did I? But hey, whatever. It works. And, you know, this is just going to be a one-take video. It's going to be much, you know, shorter than some of my other stuff. And maybe I'll continue on if, in case, 6A, yeah, I don't know, Service Pack 6A, you know, breaks anything possibly. So, if it does, I'll surely let you know. Oh, speaking of breaking, well, we'll just have a small canyon test here. Hear Midi Playback, you know, through the Snark Barker MCA card, and this is probably the least glitchy, you know, the least amount of quirks. This seems to like Windows NT, except okay, well, we've heard this. It doesn't sound quite great, you know. No. Oof, yeah, we've heard much better, but it does play. So this is the keyboard that it's being used with. It's going to that KVM, which is going to that KVM for the purpose of display, but that KVM has a separate keyboard and mouse connected to it. This cheap Roswell cheap and this HP keyboard, which I have deliberately taken the shit, I need to clean that. I've deliberately taken the shift key off of this for whatever reason, and this is what was happening when I was installing the OS. I would get to the point of me trying to put my, you know, name and my name in for, you know, the user, or not the user, but, you know, who's asked for your name. The next screen is looking for the product key, which is all numbers. I couldn't type it in. Like now, you know, I put in my name, capital M, using the shift, ATT. Yeah. If I press that shift once, everything was shifted. Even the numbers. The numbers were shifted, so, you know, instead of 7, it would be and, asterisk, blah, blah, blah. You just have to press this once, and it's total caps lock. Strange thing, that shift key does not do it. So, if anybody can explain why, and it's not just with this keyboard, it's not just with that KVM either. It happened with this, you know, the Model M. It happened with the Model M directly connected to the machine itself. So it's not a KVM problem. It's not a keyboard problem. It's something to do how the PS2 interacts with NT4. Completely bizarre. Maybe Service Pack 6A. God, will solve that issue. Maybe, but this is my solution. Yank the key off. I will never press that key. It's just a cheap HP keyboard. Who cares? So it's like, I am not gonna, get confused as to why everything is shifted. So anyway, I will be off to install that, see where I can find it, get it on. Let's see if this actually Windows R does not work in Windows NT4. So uh-oh. It did it. Did I accidentally press that key when I was trying to see this is exactly what it was doing. It's like, and keyboard, shift lock, a caps lock is not supposed to, it doesn't, shift the numbers. And it's like, can you put the numbers in here? No, this is, no matter what, numlock on, numlock off, it's still doing, oh yeah, oh that's weird. Maybe in demonstrating about that key, I might have accidentally pressed it. If not, if it just did it by itself, I am gonna have some issues. So, well, with that in mind though, sound works. NT4, slow. So, if everything goes correctly, I'm not gonna do anything more. So, take care. Bye-bye. Actually, one more thing. I completely forgot how long, like, these Windows startup and shutdown sounds were for Windows NT4. I mean, honestly, maybe I never even listened to it because I was using machines without sound cards with NT4. But, the only thing you can do when it gets into that state is, restart the machine. But the length of this clip is ridiculous. Listen, if it actually starts to play. Doesn't need to take that long. It's funny. It's like, what? It's what? 3, 4, 5 seconds? I don't know. But it's way too long to, it's like, Windows 95, you have ta-da. So, anyway, I think that's it then. Bye. So, I'm in the process of, I don't know why I selected backing up. I guess it's just for the sake of if something breaks, I guess. But, I mean, the thing is I can just reinstall easily enough. However, one nice thing of having it connected to this KVM, at least for display purposes, is, yeah, Windows NT 4.0 on a 58-inch display. 1024 by 768, it's stretched out, whatever, but it's still kind of cool, isn't it? I think so. So this was probably the last bit until I think of something else to say. Yeah, I couldn't just leave it at that. So yeah, it's 6A working, nothing broke. It might be a little slower. It's actually hard to tell. First login was dreadful. I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with the SD card too. But yeah, again, right up there. So yeah, cool. Now take care. Bye-bye.